record to the cloud. It is recording to the cloud.
Oh, well, hello, cloud.
It's a sunny day. I don't know how it's recording to the cloud right now.
It's a sunny day for you.
How's
the weather? How's the weather out there in old Timbuktu or wherever the fuck you are?
Bryce, are you in Nashville?
Why is it? I'm not always in Nashville. I'm in the great state of Florida right now, about to implode at the moment. We got hella old people just sitting outside day in, day out. Don't give a fuck right now.
Wow.
I'm hiding up in a condo.
And for our audio viewers right now, or audio listeners, or viewers with your ears, that sweet succulent voice you just heard is none other than the voice of Bryce Cohen, who we welcome to the show for today.
We found him.
Everybody, how are we doing?
Doing great, but for their normal introduction, Matt, it is season
dos, señoras.
Season dos. Episode
trace?
Yeah, it's episode 3. I actually almost didn't know until 10 seconds ago what episode it was. Bryce, we started a new season. We just arbitrarily decided to say season 2.
Why not?
Exactly. Hit 30 for season 1.
It's a new season, baby.
It would have been smart to do season 2 at the start of the next football season, but we don't know when that will be, and we just wanted to say season 2. So we figured.
I just got bored now.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
So for the last 3 episodes, we've started off each show with, we have an expert witness, like in My Cousin Vinny. Matt is the expert witness. Coronavirus update time.
So my inside source that I knew had the coronavirus has seemed to have developed some sort of recurring symptom.
Oh.
But it's not, he believes it's just allergies, which seems like the case. Definitely seems like it's a non-issue, as he says the rest of his family has not shown to have contracted any sort of virus. But this young stallion has said that he will be fine. He spent many moons drinking to kill off the virus because it is confirmed by Dr. Fauci himself that hardcore drinking is the quickest way to eliminate all infectious diseases, especially coronavirus.
Direct quote.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Wait, he said hardcore?
Yes.
Okay.
Blacking out.
Yes.
Because if you black out, then the coronavirus can't remember if it's infected you or not. So it'll just probably, it'll be like, we already got him, and then just leave you alone.
This is, yes.
Makes sense.
Apparently how it works. And this person that you know with coronavirus, are they now doing normal activities again, or are they still locked in a basement and they can't go see their family?
Well, this person I know is currently in a basement, but he can do normal activities.
Oh, okay.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, no.
I'm happy for your friend.
Hmm?
Happy for your friend. I'm hoping a week from now, when we do this again, we can say that he is fully recovered from the coronavirus.
Yes, see, my friend has said that he can still feel his lungs. They're still severely damaged. However, he feels corona-free, and he did fear for his life. But now he can joke about it as if it was like 9/11. Yes.
Now, is that friend you're speaking of Bryce Cohen?
Whoa.
No.
Bryce, I'll ask you point blank. Do you have coronavirus?
That I don't know. Was I tested? No. Was one of my roommates tested? Yes. Did he have it? Absolutely.
Reed? Oh, shit. Yeah, no.
So
yeah. Bro, there were so many kids who actually had it coming back from London.
And they all
kids on the floor alone.
Now, how is it that all these people that had it in London, where you guys were able to just get on planes and come back over here and no one tested them? Oh, there we go.
Let's ask Tom. Hello, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
I have another person that was in London. Tom, how are you?
I can't hear shit.
Turn off South Park for a second. You figure it out. Family Guy?
This is reminiscent of my class today when someone just logged into the Zoom and started harassing us. But anyway, welcome, Tom.
You excited for women's studies?
Oh my God, yes. We are.
It's gonna be
Tom and
elite.
I, along with like 4 other people, are going to be dominating a women's studies class in the fall.
You're going to be dominating women. Okay. Interesting use of words.
Yeah, just clip the clip right there. Dominating.
Dude, then it's gonna be bad as the discussion. It's gonna be like 60% of the class will be us.
Yeah.
And just like one teacher, and they're just gonna. I hope it's like a grad student, and they just get bullied and cry.
For all we know, we're the ones that are going to get bullied in that class.
We probably will.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a ton of classes about why we're horrible,
Mm-hmm.
how we oppress people.
Is JJ Spinney in that class as well?
No, unfortunately not. Joe Spinoza is not.
It's not.
He would be a really good candidate to be in the class. I
He'd
think
be fun.
open arms.
Darn shame.
I know.
It's gonna be a fun class.
Yeah. Right before you hopped on, we were talking about coronavirus and people in London with coronavirus that came back over here. What do you know about that subject matter?
I mean, we probably spread it.
And
100%.
were you a part of the spread?
I'm not gonna. I mean, the Thursday night, the night before everybody left, literally it was everyone, all the Americans. So it was probably horrible in O'Neill's that night. You agree, Bryce?
Dude, it was like Thursday at like 3 p.m. And I had posted my Instagram story. I was like, I'm not fucking leaving. It's not happening. 6 p.m. rolls around. Boris Johnson spoke at 5. I had a flight ready to go the next day at 12. So I'm like, fuck, I'm leaving tomorrow. Pissed. So I go to O'Neill's. I have every single type of alcohol that they have in the place. And I'm fucking in line the next day waiting for my plane, going through security. And I'm trying not to throw up. Just on the ground there. Just trying not to. If I fucking threw up on the ground in the middle of security at the airport, I would have been on the news.
You wouldn't have gotten back in the country.
I would have been on the news.
Wait,
Yeah, you would have.
How much were you throwing up?
I was doing deep breaths because I knew like the next step, I might throw up any second now.
What?
It was like that, like doing
Were
deep
you, like,
breathing
repeated
exercises, just
swallowing
trying to
to
focus
make
on the
sure?
horizon. What's up?
Were you like repeatedly swallowing to make sure you wouldn't throw
Yeah,
up?
It was like in the front of my mind at all times.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. Then I went straight to the bathroom once I got out of security and just sat there and just like let it pass. But then no, weirdest part, after that I was like, fuck, I need something in my system right now. I go to sit down at a diner and I'm waiting in line to sit down at the diner, right? And some like Ethiopian man is just right in front of me. Like from Ethiopia, like baller, was wearing like a tracksuit type of thing, like sick aviators. And they skip him and like bring me to sit down somewhere. And he was like, what the fuck? And I turned and I was like, yo, like he was right here too. And they're like, oh, come on. So like now we're both confused. They sit us down together. And I just enjoy a nice cheeseburger and milkshake with a nice Ethiopian man. Just talked about the world with him for a little bit. Whack.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah. It was a weird day.
What did he have to say about the world from the?
He was saying he was a land developer in Ethiopia, and he was saying how this was fucking up his business and shit. And I really
Did he
didn't
ask
get
you
much
to
more from
invest?
that. What?
Was he a prince?
Yeah, was he asking you to give him a small loan of
Just give your
$10,000?
social security
He's
number.
like, hey, if you ever need some land developed in Ethiopia, I got you. I was like, I don't know when I'll ever need that, but appreciate it. He gave me his card.
It's probably a great real estate investment.
Honestly, probably.
What it is. All right. Is that all we have for the coronavirus update?
I mean, Corona was chill. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
They sent us home too early.
And someone sent a link today saying that China claimed that no person in what was it? China claimed that no person-to-person exchange of coronavirus took place in Wuhan.
That's accurate.
It's probably true.
Chinese government came out and said that.
Fully believe
The
it.
Chinese government doesn't lie.
It's illegal for them to lie.
Yep. They
It's against the law.
don't lie. That's not what they do.
It's against the law.
Say the truth.
Bryce, I like the sailboat in the background.
We appreciate it.
Did you sail back home?
I'm actually, so that's actually a model ship of our schooner that we have. I'm actually going to take it up to Newport in 2 weeks.
Wow. Look at
Rhode
you.
Island? Ooh.
That's it. That's the biggest boat that we got right here. That's it. That's all we got.
Oh, really?
All these
What's right
pioneers took them for
behind
miles.
your head?
What's up?
What's right behind your head?
Oh, those are just two random decorative oars. Yeah,
Huh?
real big sailing theme going on in here. Not
Yeah.
my bedroom, just a bedroom using.
And you got like that, like the thing in the background on the left, your right, over your right shoulder. Yeah, that's
seahorse. Why not?
yeah, you big nautical family. That's crazy, man.
Huge.
You guys see what game played last night? Oof, it was a good one. NFL
Yeah.
Network.
Love that game.
It was a good,
Great
it was a
game.
good game.
What did
Yeah,
they air?
great.
February 3rd, 2017.
2018.
You're right. It was 18. February. That was.
Because I saw your story. Desino obviously didn't.
No, I didn't. I don't think I did.
You're not missing much. It was just it was Brady dropping the pass that was wide open.
Oh, God. Well, that leads us into a great segment, the rumor mill. Is it churning? Is it going on? Is it milling? Matt, do you have any rumors for us?
The rumor mill, according to various sources, Boris Johnson does have coronavirus, and he is in a hospital bed. He's in the ICU. He does have a tube down his throat as we speak, and this is according to multiple sources. One of them being Benedict Cumberbatch.
Why does
great.
Cumberbatch know what's going on with Boris Johnson? Are they like friends? What is that?
He's British. They all know each other.
All right, word.
It's not a good scene. It's really sad to see, but, natural selection at its finest.
Yeah. Well, dude, I have a rumor. Actually confirmed. Apparently a tiger got coronavirus.
Now, who do you blame for that?
Carol fucking Baskin. That's who I blame. Horrible.
That bitch Carol fucking Baskin.
Also, what leads you to then test a tiger for coronavirus? One, how can you tell if a tiger is sick? Two, you then what are you going to do? Okay, so yes, you found out the tiger has coronavirus. What now? What good does that even do? I don't understand why they tested a tiger for coronavirus. Doesn't make sense to me. Bryce, do you know why? Would you test a tiger?
Shit about tigers?
What?
You think I know shit about tigers?
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, I know nothing about tigers other than the fact that they show severe symptoms of every other my bad. Everything that a human experiences symptom-wise of any type of sickness, tiger tenfold. Boom.
Wow.
That's it.
It sounds to me like you breed baby tiger cubs for profit and then euthanize them.
You don't know me.
You bastard.
You don't know me.
That's dirty of you. Absolutely dirty. Also, I heard it's been 100 days since China found out about the first coronavirus case, which is definitely true.
I don't think they had any more actually since.
Yep. No, that's.
I heard there was a very large outbreak of pneumonia though in China.
I heard
that coincided with the end of the coronavirus, which is mysterious.
Nah, dude, it's just bad allergies. They're just coughing.
It's just bad allergies.
There's a lot of pollen over there.
You know what? It's gonna suck. No one can just cough because they have to cough anymore. Like everyone.
Oh, I was in the airport and I was like crying, trying not to cough because I knew I would like get put in a corner or some shit. I would get like sprayed down with Lysol and then stuck in a bag and then stuck in London.
Oh my God.
You should see how they do it in North Korea.
Yeah, they just shoot you.
They actually have. they just shoot.
They found a cure.
Down, right? Oh, well, we have reported cases of the virus. What happened to them all?
No one died technically of corona.
Yeah,
it was the bullet, but
moonshot. Yeah.
Should we do a draft of all? We do a fantasy draft of our top 3 diseases.
Oh yeah, off the top of the old dome, I could go right now. Do you want first pick, Matt?
Sure, why not? I'll just go with AIDS.
Oh shit!
Does that take HIV?
I got AIDS
too.
Yeah, that. HIV/AIDS that falls under the same umbrella.
Okay. All right. Bryce goes next because now I'm gonna have to rethink everything. Bryce is also a certified medical doctor.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Dr. Cohen, yes. Shalom.
All right, Dr. Cohen, who do you draft for worst disease/virus?
It's a tough one. There's so many great ones out there, you know?
There are, yeah.
Each one's like its own snowflake, yes.
I'm gonna have to take good old Ebola. Why?
Oh my God.
It's not that
Damn it.
spreadable. It's not that spreadable. But death rate on it through the roof.
Oh, fuck. That's
So
it was pretty
That
brutal,
was-
wasn't it, Ebola? You just like shit and bleed everywhere.
You shit your organs out. That's it.
You shit out your
Oh,
nose.
is that my heart?
Yes.
Oh, my lungs. Whoa. Yeah.
No way.
Everything catches on fire. I mean,
Those were the clear top 2 picks, and I was, damn it.
all
No,
right.
there's definitely some sleepers out there.
You got to rearrange my big board.
Yeah, seriously.
I guess I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna give Tom some time to think.
Yeah, I
I'm
need it.
gonna go with smallpox. Even though in 1980, the World Health Assembly declared the world free of smallpox, but before that, the disease killed about 1 in 3 of those that it infected, and the survivors with deep permanent scars and often blindness. That sounds pretty bad to me.
Damn, dude. Do you have Google?
No, I just have sources.
Hey, do you just have your notes handy?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the table next to my laptop in a head.
Also, this is gonna be a snake. This is gonna be a snake draft. So
Oh, so I
Tom,
get 2?
you get back to back.
That's
All right, so first one I'm going to go with bubonic plague.
Oh my God. Okay.
That
Although
one's pretty good. Then might as well in the name of the and like I guess in light of the Chinese virus, I'm gonna have to go with the Spanish flu.
okay. Those were 2 solid. That means I'm up now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with influenza, just the influenza that occurs every single winter season. Okay. This is just a fact I know off the top of my head. During a typical flu season, up to 500,000 people worldwide will die from the illness. That seems pretty bad to me. That's 500,000 people. That's about 5 stadiums of Michigan football. Okay, imagine
Wow.
fill up 5 of those and just kill everyone in there. That's the typical influenza season. That's pretty scary, Bryce, isn't it? I can see you're scared.
I'm not
Ooh, bitch.
happy, but I'm definitely a little frightful. I'm not gonna lie. Not as frightful as I would be of the Philadelphia yellow fever epidemic of 1793.
Yeah, I was gonna hit that one next.
That one that had some results. More than 5,000 people died of just mosquitoes in Philadelphia alone. Think about that for a second. Think
Yeah,
about
it's
if
not
these
true.
5,000 people in Philadelphia were
5,000.
to die from something. Name like one person that you wish it happened to. Tom Kelly, maybe. I don't know. Is he there? Is he in the corner? Am I getting at him right now? A little bit, yeah. Do I
Top 2
take my
and a not
words
2.
back? Absolutely not.
Top 2 and not 2. That's all I gotta say.
All right, with number 8 overall pick, you guys have missed the biggest one. I'm just gonna go straight up with, terminal illness, straight terminal cancer right here.
Wow.
Easy pick, bailout pick.
Do you get 2 now, or is that 1? That's your 3rd pick, right? Or 2nd?
Oh, second. So I have cancer.
Oh my God.
And then
Congrats.
shit. What else am I gonna do?
Bro, the Avengers are outside your room.
The Avengers are outside my room. I guess I'll go with the. I'll go with syphilis.
That was a good pick. Sleeper.
All right. I'm gonna go. Wait, no, Bryce is up.
Oh, I'm up right now?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
your last pick. Make it good.
Casino, have you taken stock of each one of our picks, written them down? Because
nope.
you have your notes in front of you, so obviously it's pen and paper.
My personal assistant will mark it down. Arrow on top of it.
Let me take you boys back to 2010.
Uh-oh.
Just
Swine
get
flu,
home from
easy
school.
And you're gonna pick the pig
watching
flu?
TV at night. You hear the news. What is that? H1N1?
I forgot. What is that?
That's the pick. H1N1 swine flu?
Swine flu.
Yeah, there we go. That's the proper name of it.
Yeah, we're not. What are we, nerds? Jesus.
Yeah, come on. For a medical doctor, you should know that the proper terminology for that is swine flu.
Yo, my bad.
It is also called pig flu.
Yep. It is also called that. Mine, that's a good pick, Bryce, but my last pick is just going to be the common cold. Common cold.
You bitch.
It's a nagger, that thing. It really, it's tough. You know, you get the sniffles, you get a little sore throat. I think the worst thing about the common cold, the night before you actually get it, you feel a little tickle in your throat and you're like, oh shit, I hope it's because I'm like a little overtired and not because I'm about to get a cold. But then you wake up the next day and you're like, shit, I feel hot. I'm sweating in bed right now. This sucks. Common cold. It's kind of a bitch to deal with.
Yeah, it's fair.
Last
Okay.
pick, Tom.
Appetizer on.
Oh wait, no, Tom's done, right? He doubled up.
No, I got one more.
He's got one more.
I'm gonna go with all reliable Zika virus. Mosquitoes fuck shit up.
Not West Nile or malaria.
Nah, Zika.
I think
Okay.
Zika's got more clout.
least
Got the
impactful
Zeke.
driven disease there is.
Zika's got more clout though.
That's fair.
How, do you just know all these facts off the top of your head, Bryce?
I'm just making them up. Sounds good though.
Bryce is a doctor, though.
I am a doctor.
No, Bryce. Yep, Bryce is a medical doctor. Dr. Cohen, MD.
I want to
He's
look
a
at
learning
percentages
doctor.
of doctors with the last name Cohen.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Probably a lot. But all right, so that was a great improvisational draft. Good idea by Matt. But
You're welcome. Should we recap what teams we have? Yes.
nope, because I can't even. I guess I'll remember mine.
So I had AIDS, syphilis, and cancer.
I had smallpox, influenza, and the common cold.
Oh, shit.
Bubonic, Spanish, and Zika.
I don't know if I was keeping track.
That's okay.
Oh, you were a doctor, bro.
Flu. What was the first one?
Oh, you had Ebola, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Swine flu and the
Miraculous recovery.
Philadelphia plague.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, it's called yellow fever.
Next segment.
Are you scarred?
It's called yellow fever, bro.
To name drop our sponsors right here for the next segment, we have Flaming Hot Cheetos and Cool Doritos for our takes. I'm just going to go ahead and give mine out first. My first Flaming Hot Cheeto is actually going to be Grids of 9. Grids of 9. You see them on Instagram all the time. They say choose 2 or choose 3 or whatever. That's on the hot Cheeto, Dorito, whatever our sponsor is for sure. I don't even know what are you supposed to do. Just make a grid of 9 things and say choose 2 or choose 3. Seems pretty stupid to me. It's right up on the same level as Instagram challenges. I hate it. I don't like it. Whatever. And then my cool Dorito is actually going to be handshakes, since Dr. Anthony Fauci said we're never going to be allowed to handshake people ever again. So no longer. We are implementing the bow.
Yes. Namaste.
Matt, you have any?
I guess my cool Dorito is a house party. I guess Zoom has made it house party, bitch. Who do you know anybody who ever used house party? I guess in like high school it was a thing, but now it's like everybody, like even now they're using Zoom. Not even Ring Central. What happened to Ring Central? I miss the good old days. Desino, can you tell me what happened to Ring Central or no?
No, I don't. Unfortunately,
I'm having withdrawals.
I have the answers for you, but I don't.
I guess the hot seat is what is on the hot seat? I guess the whole like South, like all those states that haven't shut shit down yet, because those guys are screwed. Sorry, Bryce, but I don't know, Tom. I don't know what it's like in. You're in South Jersey or in outside of Philly?
Yeah.
Philly. Okay.
Outside, it's nothing. I mean, it's probably the same as Boston. Just everybody's home. Like, if you want to go to the grocery store, you go. But like,
yeah, no, it's the same thing out here. But in Florida, Bryce, what's the situation in Florida right now?
Well, bouncing off that, my cool Dorito here is that the state of Florida is going to fully self-destruct. Why, you ask?
Tell me.
Why?
Because compared to every other state in the country, Florida has the highest amount of elderly. Who's the most likely to die from corona? The elderly.
20-year-olds.
20-year-old. No,
Yeah.
elderly.
Can
But
confirm.
on top of that, who gives the least I don't even know how to say it. Who gives the smallest amount of fucks about the possibility of dying of corona?
The old people.
Florida elderly.
Old people.
Why?
Literally.
Because they know they're on their way out the door. Could
Oh,
happen today, could happen tomorrow, could happen the day after. So why bother with the disease? Grocery stores, packed. Supermarkets, same thing as a grocery store, also packed. Everywhere you can walk, packed. Shuffleboard tables, packed. Doesn't matter. Do they stand 6 feet apart? No. They sit on their
Bingo
walk.
halls are loaded.
Fuck, that is it. End of discussion. Florida, first one down the drain. As soon as that starts happening, your boy is out of here up north to Boston. See you later.
how are you gonna get there?
Taking a car, man.
Oh
By sailboat, of course.
Dude, buy a sailboat, obviously.
that
No,
little
we're driving the old yellow Jeep 2016 straight up north, getting right out of here. Crossing the state border to the M95, mask on the face.
dude. But Bryce, my only
Be like Fallout.
point of contention with your cool Dorito, and I don't mean to openly challenge you on air,
Of course.
is that
But I will.
when you picture yourself at an old age, picture old Bryce Cohen at like a ripe old age of like 93, and you have like 3 or 4 wives that are like 26 years old,
Right?
like, would you be okay with dying, dude? I don't know. Is anyone?
There's a big jump there that everybody's like Bryce. And
Yeah,
most people,
okay, good point.
old people either want to die or they're either terrified of it or they don't think it's real.
I don't think it's real.
You don't think death as a whole is real?
No,
Yeah, all old people don't think death
actually, I
exists.
can't picture aging to like being old. Can you?
No.
No, I think I'm out this bitch when I'm 60.
Yeah.
I said 40. I pushed it up to that, but I guess you can do that.
25, Howard.
25.
If I die.
Jesus.
All right. That's a good, cool Dorito. Bryce, if you don't have a flaming hot Cheeto, I'm going to give you another one.
I might have a hot Cheeto here. I don't know if it qualifies as a hot Cheeto.
All right.
A flaming hot Cheeto.
I'm happy as fuck. I'm going into my senior year of school. Why? Snow days, gone forever. Gone forever.
Really?
How is snow day again? Oh, you have a snow day, can't make it to class? Zoom. Oh, there's a hurricane, can't make it to class? Zoom. Oh, you just caught an earthquake? Zoom. Doesn't matter. Zoom.
The hell? Snow days are my favorite part of my childhood.
See you
What
later.
about for the incoming freshmen, though, that don't have Zoom? Oh, will they have Zoom?
It's going to be mandatory.
Oh.
As soon as you get into the school, download Zoom. You act like it's hard to get Zoom. You just click a link.
Well, it just needs to be hard enough so that it can't be accomplished in the same day. You need to prepare the students ahead of time. Say, hey, in case we have a snow day, we're using Zoom.
That's fair.
Are you upset by this? Are you happy that there's no snow days?
I mean, I'm upset by it, but I'm happy as fuck. There's only 1 year this is going to matter for me. Imagine being born like right now. Imagine you're in elementary school. You live in the suburbs, borderline old farm town. You got some nice hills going on there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
kind of electric.
Oh, this is the prime time, though, to be like 11.
You're waiting for the snow drop. You're like, damn, it's
Fortnite
like, no,
Central.
I'm not going to be able to make it into school tomorrow. There's no shot. And then you get an email or a call or the news comes on and they go, hey, schools are canceled tomorrow. You're hype. You're excited. You are pumped. I don't know if there's more synonyms for this.
I'm pumped.
Little kids can't do
You
Zoom.
get an email and it says, oh, since it's 2030 at this point, you all
You can't
definitely
do
have
Zoom with
laptops and or cell phones.
Yes.
We're going to have class on Zoom tomorrow.
Oh,
So
no.
not only do you get
You
hit with
wouldn't
that
do
curveball, then your fucking parents turn to you and they go, back in my day, when we had 2 feet of snow, we'd go sledding, we'd have hot chocolate, we'd have snowball fights. And there you are, sitting in fucking class.
Yeah.
In your kitchen.
You can never have middle schoolers on Zoom. Are you kidding me? One kid would say penis and everybody would lose their mind. And the teacher would never be able to.
That's right.
Yeah, he said penis.
You'd have to start in like high school at the latest because then you could like actually get them in trouble. But like middle school or younger just would not give a fuck if the teacher's not there.
No. Right now is the time. If you're like perfect age for like right now to be quarantined is like 10, 11, 12, like middle school, because like all you want to do anyway is to go play video games, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not gonna, you just go play Fortnite with your boys or go play GTA or some shit like that, or I don't know.
This would have
Doesn't
been
make a
years
difference.
ago.
Yeah, but now we're in college, so that kind of
How many snow days have we had in college so far?
I think like 2. But
Yeah.
we're different. We go to a private university, so they don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the F word right now. Say fraudulent. I think BU is fraudulent in the fact that they've only given out like 1 or 2 snow days.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was one day last year, every single college in all of Boston closed besides ours.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Matt, I have another flaming hot Cheeto for you right now. It's gonna be. I'm just gonna go out and say Dave Portnoy's doorman.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you've been keeping up with the owner of, or I guess the founder of Barstool.
I
He's
have not.
100, 500 packages a day now. And if I'm his doorman, I'm sick and tired of his bullshit, dude. I don't have
500 packages a day of what?
of random shit, dude. Well, mostly a lot of frozen pizzas, but then people will just send him like hats and shirts and alcohol and whatever.
Not a bad life.
It's like it's Christmas every single day for him, pretty much, which is pretty cool. But if you're his doorman, it's probably the worst day every single day for you now, on top of being exposed to everyone walking, in and out who may or may not have coronavirus. My cool Dorito is going to be Gerald Houston, however you say his name. This dude is on Instagram, has about 1 million followers. And he posted an Instagram story today saying, hey, everyone, send me your Zoom links for class. I'm going to crash your class. Okay. I was in tax class today. And
tax class?
What? Yeah, I take a tax class. Sucks.
Yay.
I know. But, well, it turned out that this Gerald Houston guy, Gerald.
Gary. Gerald.
We'll say that. He joined my Zoom class, and he and his friend named Rick joined the class.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
As to Rick, Rick has like this dry.
Did he smoking the blunt?
No, yeah, it was after that. But his friend Rick had some white shit on his face. Basically, they just start having a conversation in the middle of her class. He's like, dude, Rick, you got to wipe your face in the morning, dude. You have a bunch of white shit on your face. Like, clean it up. And like our tax professor's like, all right, like cut the shit. You need to leave the class. Like, this is inappropriate. And it was pretty funny, too. I have a recording. I'll drop it to the Instagram. Funny guys, but that is, just cool a little bit. Cool Dorito, Gerald Houston.
They're just rascals.
Yeah, they really are just rascals. All right. Should it be the time where we start asking Bryce questions?
I think it is.
I think it is. And Tom, more than welcome to get in on this too. We're just going to spam Bryce with a couple questions right here. So Bryce, I hear that you are into conspiracy theories.
More or less. Not like into them, maybe devil's advocate for them. I don't know. But
have you started a conspiracy theory?
What?
Have you started a conspiracy theory?
Not myself.
Is it true that the Jews did commit 9/11?
Discussed.
I read that somewhere.
I think Matt just came up with a question. What was it, Matt?
Is it true that the Jewish people did commit 9/11?
All
I
of them?
comment on that one.
That's a
My
good.
mother just walked into the room, so that's perfect.
I was wondering because you kept looking around as you said. You're like, yeah. All right. So Bryce can officially deny that one. All right. It was in the news, months ago. What can you tell us about Epstein?
That's so overdone. We all know.
But do we?
He was framed.
You can't come at me 3 months later and say,
I will.
In there, come on.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
He was to even entertain the idea that he did.
From a man who hasn't even made a conspiracy theory himself, you're now criticizing me.
I refuse to entertain the possibility that he did not do it to himself.
You know what? Then why don't you come up with a conspiracy theory and ask yourself a question about that?
North Korea started.
You want to hear an actual? Bryce, what do you think about this conspiracy theory? There are only 50, all right, I don't know the exact number, but there's only a select few level 4 testing facilities in the world. All right.
Mhm.
And as of 2018, Wuhan did not have one, or China didn't have any of these level 4 testing laboratories for whatever the hell they do, like bacteria and crap like that. But then they put one in Wuhan in 2015, 2018, somewhere around there. And then within 2 years, this new incredibly infectious disease comes out, but they blame it on the bats.
Bro, they
Are
made
they
it.
being racist towards the bats to protect the laboratories?
I think you're missing the point here. I think the idea that they're being racist to the bats about this, that's not the question you should be asking at all. You just uncovered so much stuff, and you're asking if they're being racist to the bats?
All right, so
Are
ask-
they giving
ask the
white
right
privilege
questions
to
for
the
us.
laboratory?
China created it. That's what we're saying. China made it.
That's what I'm saying he should be saying, but he's talking about racism towards bats.
It wasn't
You're
even a
being
bat. It was a
baddest.
pangolin.
Baddest?
Yes. It's a different sect of
Here's
Buddhists.
where you're going with that. Did China create the virus? Yes. Was it
That's why it's called the China virus.
Headline.
Was it just injected straight into a bat? Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Did that bat get out? Maybe. Did someone go and eat that bat and spread it? I don't know how it happened, but what I do know is that a country like China, much more capable of containing a disease like this due to the fact that they can control their
The masses.
populace due to a lack of freedom in comparison to the United States. Why would China want to do that to the U.S. or in general anywhere? Oh, there's tariffs going on. There's a bunch of tariffs happening against China. Economic warfare, motherfucker. Welcome to the 21st century.
Wow.
The-
All right, so now I have a follow-up question onto that. You mentioned bats, and Matt mentioned racism against bats. This brings into question the word in the animal pangolin was
That's what it is.
You mean
tossed around a
penguin?
lot. Penguin. So are penguins
It's
now
like an armadillo.
bats?
It's an armadillo is what actually caused it.
But yeah, so was it? What's with all this unneeded, unwarranted hate towards bats if it was actually an armadillo?
I think people are racist against vampires, honestly.
All right, so now we have two.
I'm with Tom on this one.
Yeah, now-
Twilight gave him a bad name. Twilight gave him a
People
bad name,
against
so
bad-
now everybody wants to blame him.
so
Sure.
can we confirm on the show that Bryce Cohen is in fact racist against bats?
Whoa.
I think it's
That's
obvious.
and Taylor Lautner in general, and the whole whatever it is.
If you knew anything, Matt, you'd know that Taylor Lautner has nothing to do with fucking bats. He is a wolf.
Yeah, you're kind of an idiot. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't come in with my notes today. I really was. I was off.
Figure it out.
It's common knowledge.
Shit. All right,
Yeah,
Matt. You
No
gotta
coming back from that one.
ice up, son. Ice up. All right. Any other questions?
Tom, do you have any good conspiracy theories that we can expound upon?
My original one was going to be that they made the virus, or that the virus was made in a lab in China. To
Oh, the
Bryce hit
same
it
one
on
that I
the
had.
net.
All right. I have a question for
much.
Bryce.
What's up?
So the Big Bang came from like this, like
God, I believe.
from different gases and stuff, like more like I don't know. You can probably explain it better than I can since you're a doctor. But a bunch of like gases occurred, whatever, and then this big explosion, boom, Big Bang. Okay, what was there before the Big Bang? Go.
What was there before the Big Bang?
Before the Big Bang, what was it? What is it? What
God.
like,
No. We're in a universe of just rapidly expanding gases moving progressively closer to that of the speed of light. What separates them? People believe dark matter. Dark matter is what separates them. What happens when you get so far apart from each other that dark matter doesn't even have magnetic repulsion against them? It all comes crashing back. What was there before the Big Bang? Exactly what here's now.
What if we're in like
Really?
season 2 of like the simulation?
was just an explosion of the prior universe collapsing in on itself and then exploding again.
What if we're in season 2
Like-
of the simulation instead of like season 2 of Fortnite where there's a whole different map? It's season 2 of like the universe where there's just a whole different universe of stuff. And they
Probably
just
in season,
ended
like, 12.
season 1. Or season 12 or season 69. It doesn't matter. It could be on any other one of them. Right? There could be different universes and different Big Bangs. but we're all just in some 12-year-old's Game Boy.
There's further on that. There's even, if you just erase the simulation of it, there's a whole nother belief that picture a big blob of Jello, right? Big old thing of Jello.
Yeah.
What color?
I'm gonna say right from that. The universe is a big thing of red Jello,
I
right?
can't picture it unless it's blue.
All right, then
I want
it's a
orange.
blue Jello. Wait, we're gonna get to that. But
Okay.
then next to this universe, there's another blob of Jello moving around, right? That one's orange. There's another one that's green. There's a shit ton of universes moving around called the Omniverse. What happens when two of those Jello sides hit? It's a big bang, creating another thing of Jello.
Are you serious?
That's a thing.
Dude, but
That's
they
an
say
idea.
the universe. All right, so how about this? Answer this next question for me. They say, and you said the universe is like expanding, correct?
Yes.
So quibble me this. Let's teleport ourselves to the edge of the universe. I then go faster than the universe expands. What is on the outside of the universe?
I mean, what's between the stars?
No, dude. No, I'm picturing like a white piece of
This is there just a border?
Is it? Because it says expanding, right?
I think by that it means the matter within the universe is expanding.
Is it like Monsters Inc. where you go through a door and then it's just like the simulations on the outside?
You know that episode of SpongeBob when they go to the future and it's just like a white vast void?
Yeah.
So does the universe end?
Dude, go there and let me know.
I'm asking you because you seem to have all the answers so far.
I just told you. Have you ever seen the episode of SpongeBob where they go to the future and it's just a vast void of nothingness?
I've seen the episode of Family Guy where they break the space-time continuum.
I'm asking that. I'm asking if you've seen the episode of SpongeBob.
No,
Bryce, I know what you're talking
I
about.
am an academic. I watch Family Guy, not SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's kind of oof. Hot take.
Okay, so if I didn't watch it, what would you tell me?
I mean, there's nothing that I'm literally giving you the keys to the castle right now. All you need to do is watch the show and you'll understand.
But I can't. I need you to put the keys in the door and turn it. And then,
Explain. Now, can you explain the episode of SpongeBob for me?
Yeah, they space travel. I forget exactly how or not space travel. They time travel and they go into different periods of time. They go back into the past and they go into the future. And then they go to one point where they break it or something, and it's just this white. They're just like in like a white blank like space. So it's like there's nothing. It's
so
just
is that if you're out?
That's on the outside of the universe, past Uranus. Yes.
So the universe ends after Uranus.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, but when it gets past like Tatooine and shit like that out there, then that's where we're. Yeah, no, I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Last question in the words of conspiracy theories, is HuffPost or The Onion more of a conspiracy theory news source? How would you rank? Oh, QuickTime just ended. All right. Anyways, continue.
When I expand on that for a second, what do you mean?
Dude, every Onion article's real. I think they're all real, and they just push it.
If I wanted
There are some that are scary how
to
real they
find
are.
more alternative facts, would I read the Huffington Post or the Onion?
Though The Onion is a satirical news source, I believe that every story that they write happens somewhere out there to someone. It may not be the right names, but something's going on somewhere for everyone.
Interesting.
Yeah. Therefore, by default, would be meaning that the Huffington Post is more likely an area of alternative fact due to the fact that though The Onion is alternative, it is accurate somewhat.
That begs the next question: are alternative facts fake news?
I feel like this is an episode for JJ Spinney. But I feel like you just, make it up as you go, man. Look at me. Just, whatever you feel like feeling that day, you can say is true. What's an alternative fact to you? Yeah, fake it till you make it.
That's what we do every single day. Fake it till we make it.
That's just false. We this is all on the level.
All right.
Bryce,
I've run out of questions for Bryce. Do we have any more?
Yeah, Bryce. This one has a right answer.
I get nervous when Tom starts to ask the question.
Is the Earth just what shape is the Earth? Or actually, is it flat or not? There's a right answer.
I'm gonna say it's not flat.
Well, that leaves a lot of other shapes. You left the door open for a lot of other shapes.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
just gonna say it's not flat. That's it. That's all.
The tridecagon, you silly goose.
What do you think, the moon's real too, Bryce? Come on. You think the moon's real?
I can't answer these questions.
Bryce, did we land on the moon or not?
I can't answer these questions on the record.
But do you know for sure?
I can't answer these questions on the record.
All I know is the video's fake. The solar radiation would have wiped out anything on the camera. The video's fraudulent. They made that shit in LA.
Wow, the F word. The F word was just dropped by Tom. Fraudulent.
It is.
Wow.
Like, not even a debate. There's no footage of the moon. They just put that stuff at the top of the simulation.
I'll
real.
come back with you here, Tom, as the resident film/photography expert. By the 1960s, there was already digital cameras, so they didn't bring film to the moon.
It's not true. Google it.
Wow.
Google it, dude. They might have existed, but I'm not going to pretend to be a picture guy. But the science supports the premise that the camera didn't work because they connected the positive to the negative side instead of the negative to the negative side. It's like when you jump a car, they did it in reverse. So it took all the juice and the picture out of the camera. Yeah, exactly. Right. So, I mean, I think I could send you some literature if you want.
I'll take that literature.
Okay.
Tom has his essay he's going to send to you after. Senior thesis.
14,000 words, 55 pages.
Why the moon is flat. Yes.
No, it's why the moon is in a thing.
Why the moon is flat. Exactly.
I think we're the center of the universe.
Obviously.
Right. Bryce and Tom, have you seen Tiger King?
Yeah, it's insane.
Bryce, have you seen Tiger King?
Yeah, I have. I'm disappointed with it. Why?
Whoa.
Doc Antle, he has a full cult built around sex slaves that they just kind of like glaze over.
Yeah,
that's pretty weird, but it's kind of cool too.
Dude, he just took the Bryce Cohen strategy of sleeping with virgins to make them obsessed with him.
Ooh.
They just
Bryce, this is your time to dip.
Damn.
Dude, Doc Antle was a master manipulator, you have to say, though. But also, he's not even...
They just glazed over it.
I don't even like how he was a part of the story.
Back before, so Netflix has been doing this thing where they just keep upping the ante on these absurd documentaries. 3 years ago, it would have just been a Doc Antle documentary. But no, they have to just bring it up to all this shit. Doc Antle is now just a side piece.
Yeah, he shouldn't have even been in the documentary. It should have been, I want more Joe Exotic. Doc Antle, he's fake. He's not fake. He's old news.
Yes, where is Don Lewis?
20 years ago. Joe Exotic.
What do you think happened to Don Lewis?
Oh, it's obvious.
Well, like, what happened, though? Like, obviously, Carol had him sent off to wherever, either the bottom of the ocean or sardine oil.
Dude,
he sent him to the gulag or whatever.
What if Alan Grover was the one who killed Carol Baskin's husband?
Is that the new husband?
No, it's the guy that Joe Exotic tried to use as a hitman.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Eh,
Full circle.
Donald Glover.
Complete.
I doubt it. That would be part 2 of the documentary would be elite if that's what happened.
Now, would you?
There's a part 2 coming out. There's a follow-up coming out.
Yeah. No, there's one more episode, right?
Wait, what?
I thought according to sources, there's going to be some form of a follow-up coming out.
Yeah. I want like one more episode. I don't think like an entire more series.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Bryce is the doctor.
Bryce is a doctor. Like I said, and then
Do
at
you
the
have anything
end
to say?
of the show, I said Bryce raises baby tiger cubs and then sells them for profit after they're done being cubs. Sick bastard.
I actually read that online.
Say anything about that on record. Cannot
So-
be knocked out.
All right, let's draft our worst tiger abusers. My number one pick will be Bryce Cohen.
Yeah, it's a safe pick.
I think he comes. It goes Bryce, then Carol, then Doc, and then Joe Exotic is such a bad tiger abuser, which makes him a really good like pro tiger guy. So negative, positive. Joe Exotic. That's how my rankings work.
Abusing tigers that he actually treats them very well.
What was that?
Saying he's so bad at abusing tigers that he like literally treats them well.
Absolutely, he is horrible at abusing tigers.
All right.
He's really bad at it.
What about Jeff Lowe? Is he coming in there anywhere?
Well, he's more of a businessman than I think a tiger breeder, I would say. You know, he got into the business to try and save Joe Exotic's ass. Didn't really work. Oh, dude, how about the guy who
Jet ski guy.
who's the dude who kept joking that he was like going to shoot everyone, but then eventually shot himself in the head?
The husband.
The husband. What was
Yeah,
his
from LA. I don't remember. Travis.
Travis. That was wild. Dude, when they showed
He was like, it won't even fire, and he shoots himself in the head.
I know, he's like, oh, don't worry, like these things, like it doesn't have a chamber in it, it's not gonna fire. Boom. See, dude, that's next
Natural
level.
selection.
Yeah, literally. Well, that's why he married. How about Joe Exotic at his husband's funeral, like talking about how he would like graze his balls across his face, like in The Office. Like Joe Exotic made the funeral about himself.
We talked about during that funeral how pissed the other two guys were to be there. If you rewatch that clip, they're both fucking miserable, and Joey's always just smiling in the middle.
Yeah. Yep. And
I
then
think the most important thing is that Joe Exotic got 19% of the vote in the governor race of Oklahoma.
that's pretty big.
Or maybe it was like 12 or something, but like it was well over 10% of the vote.
It was well over way too high, yes.
Yeah, they voted for Joe Exotic.
Dude, there are certain people in this world I
Well
think
over 2%.
ran a president that they would have a very high chance of winning. I think Joe Exotic would be one of them if he could ever get
He's running for president right now, too.
on that. Yeah,
He is from jail.
Joe Exotic's one of those people, and I think Barstool Big Cat is another one of those people that could just run for president and win without doing anything. Put his name on the ballot. He would win.
He'd be a good vice.
That's true. That is true.
Trump's gonna pardon Joe. There's rumors.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Imagine if that actually happened.
Wow.
That would be nuts.
That is huge.
He's a little busy right now, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, he has his priorities on mind, which I'm happy about. He knows who matters.
All right. That's everything I have for Bryce. Bryce, we thank you so much for coming on to the show today and talking everything not football.
Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate you moving the sports-centered podcast out of the sport realm for a day.
Yeah. Well, you move the needle, Bryce. The viewers want Bryce, so that's what we do.
I get it.
You gotta give the people what they want.
We're just glad that you're not face down in a ditch in Tennessee.
Soho or whatever.
Which I was a little bit, maybe.
Maybe one day soon.
Hopefully one day soon. All right, I'll see you, gentlemen. Have a
Thank you.
classic.
All right. Thank you, Bryce. Tom, thank you for making a cameo as well.
Yeah, this was fun. It was enjoyable. I'm excited for we got to bring this energy to women's studies.
Big things to come.
Down the days.
Matt, join the class.
Oh, you know what? Give me the link and I'll hop on. I have nothing else to do.
All right.
No, it's for next semester.
Oh, for next semester? Perfect.
Yeah.
Why don't we all do a summer class together then?
Whoa, buddy.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll all do the same.
Yeah.
Same studies summer class.
Let me find out what this class. Join it. Seriously, it's gonna be mad fun.
Like it's WS something.
Yeah. Sex and Social Life with Connell. SO 240, A1 and A4. The Friday discussion is what's gonna hit different. That's gonna be. Oof.
See, the thing is, my schedule's already out, and I have nothing on Fridays.
Yeah, this is all I have on Friday too. It's gonna be tough, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Like I could get up by 2:30 on Friday.
I have no I have one class on Thursday too. So.
Damn, really? I got 3.
Fuck, man.
All right, thank you. This has been fun.
All right, we'll see you, Tom.
See you guys.
Hello.
All right, now on to the football section. We're first going to get into – we're going to draft, just like we did last week, top 5 running backs of all time. And we're going to have to start off with the ceremonial coin flip, which I, of course, host and is not rigged at all. But, Matt, call it in the air. Go.
Tails never fails.
Here we go. It's flipping. Tails. Matt finally gets the first pick of the draft. Here we go.
I get to pick one?
Yeah, you go 1.
This is for fantasy, right? Fantasy purposes. Or anything. Anything.
Yeah, let's say anything.
I'll go with Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders. Okay. That's your number 1 overall pick. My pick is going to be – that was actually a pretty weak pick, dude. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go with a man they call LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
You bitch.
Yeah, I knew he was going to go fast because I know he's on your radar. He is on your radar. So round 1 goes Barry, and then I get LT.
All right, then I'll go Chris Johnson.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of Chris Johnson, ready for the rumor mill? The murder for hire plot is Chris Johnson is accused for murder for hire.
Yep. So watch out.
Right, well,
he's on my team.
I'm gonna go with OJ. I'm going with OJ if we're going murders. So I'm going OJ.
Damn it. I didn't know I was preparing for this kind of draft. All right. What running back should I pick from? I guess I'll go with Ray Rice.
Oh, shit. Okay. We have Ray Rice to start off your round 3. Mm-hmm. And I will go, well, if we're on that foot, then I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I thought you were going to go a different way.
No, you thought I was going to go Adrian Peterson, but no, because I think Kareem Hunt is actually better.
All right, well, I'll go Jim Brown because he's the OG of the whole thing.
But does he put up points, dude, in the modern era? That I don't know.
Just project his games out over 16.
Okay. I am going to go with – that was actually a really good pick, Jim Brown, by you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Marshawn Lynch.
Damn it.
Yeah. I snag your picks, Matt. That's the thing. I'm going with Marshawn Lynch. Round 5, baby.
Round 5. Who have I gotten so far? Barry. I've got CJ. I got Ray Rice. And Jim Brown.
Yep.
All upstanding characters.
Yep.
Who else can I go with? That's so many good ones. I guess I got to finish it off with a little white chocolate. I'll go Christian McCaffrey.
Wow, Christian McCaffrey, modern running back right there.
Yes, he can dunk.
I'm gonna go with Lev Bell. Lev Bell is gonna be mine. All right, so let's recap. You have Barry, Chris Johnson, Ray Rice, Jim Brown, and CMC. I have LT, OJ, Kareem Hunt, Lynch, and Bell.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to win this one, just as I won the wide receiver.
Yeah, I think I won this one. But also,
I
if you look in the comments section under Instagram, I said we wrote on the caption, comment who won. I responded and said, Desino definitely won. No one said that for your case, so I might have actually won wide receivers by a vote of one.
I'm pretty sure that somebody responded saying that Matt was the only right answer.
Okay, so you won wide receivers. We're going to chalk this up probably, again, it comes down to our fans, as a win for running backs for me. All right, we'll
see what people say.
Next on our bucket list of drafts, we're gonna start in the AFC East, and we're gonna say who are the best players in the AFC East, and we're gonna draft them too. So we need a coin flip. So I'm gonna flip it again. Are you ready?
Yes.
Flipping. Call it in the air. Go.
Tails.
Tails again. Jesus. All right. Here we go. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your best player in the AFC East?
I don't know. None of them. I don't know. I'll go with shit. Who am I gonna go with? I know who you're gonna go with, so I'll just take him. I'll say Tre'Davious White.
Oh! This you've gotten me wrong. Trey White is going to be your pick, and my best player for now in the AFC.
Stephon Diggs.
Nope, Julian Edelman.
All right, then I'll take Stephon Diggs after that.
All right, you take Diggs, and I counter you with Gilmore.
Gilmore, and then I'll take what's his face, Jamal Adams.
Oh, that's a good one. Jamal Adams is your pick, and my pick is going to be Dante Hightower.
All right, I'll take Le'Veon Bell still.
Lev Bell for you, and my pick is going to be. It's going to be the best quarterback right now in the AFC East, and that's Josh Allen.
All right, I'll take Xavier Howard.
And I will take Devin McCourty.
I guess I got to get one Patriot on there.
Wait, no, that's 5. That's it. You missed it.
Who are my 5? Oh, I got
Your 5 is Tre'Davious White, Stephon Diggs, Jamal Adams, Lev Bell, Xavier Howard. And mine were Julian Edelman, Stephon Gilmore, Dante Hightower, Josh Allen, Devin McCourty.
And who else?
That was it.
We're doing top 5.
Oh, how we drafted in order or what?
So what were your 5 again?
Mine was Julian Edelman, Stephon Gilmore, Dante Hightower, Josh Allen, Devin McCourty.
Okay.
That's going to be a tough one. That might be a coin flip. You have some great defensive weapons, dude. If you got Trey White, Jamal Adams, and Howard all in the same field, that's pretty filthy. But if you take a look at my offense, dude, you go Josh Allen to Julian Edelman. Even
a 34-year-old Julian Edelman. All right, you're welcome.
34-year-old Julian Edelman.
I'll take Diggs and Bell.
Yeah, I think you might have some better pass catchers on your team. All right, that's our draft of the AFC East. Let's just
our final segment,
Super Bowl 46. But I just did want to touch upon a real quick rumor. Okay, NFL insider Leroy the dog had an interesting tweet.
Woof, woof.
Woof woof last night. He said that reports saying that Rob Gronkowski may come out of retirement since he is currently working out in Florida, and he would actually handcuff the Patriots because he has a cap hit of $9.9 million, and the Patriots only have space of $1 million. If he comes out of retirement, the Patriots would be forced to release him or trade his rights. Rob Gronkowski officially a Buccaneer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Gronkowski will be catching passes from Tom Brady once again, and all is right in the world. All you need is Julian Edelman to join him in Tampa Bay.
And I'll be depressed up here. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Mhm.
Super Bowl 46. Let's break it down.
Through the majority of the game, Brady was pretty dynamite, and Welker dropped the pass.
Yeah, Welker did drop a pass. The game started off on the offensive side of the ball for the Patriots with a safety because of an intentional grounding call when Brady was in the end zone. I think Branch was running an in cut over the middle of the field, and then Brady just had to get rid of the ball, and he just aired it 20 yards over his head anyways. Right call for intentional grounding. Sucks that it had to result in a safety. But then after that, I think Brady, when he threw the pass to Hernandez for the touchdown, when they went up 17-9, if I'm correct, Brady at that point with that pass was 20 of 23 with 2 touchdowns, which is pretty stellar.
Yes, and he broke the record for most consecutive passes in a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Completed. That's what I meant.
I think a huge issue for the Patriots was you saw Rob Gronkowski, and this is the 2011 season. He looked absolutely atrocious on that ankle.
Yes.
His first catch of the game went for 20. It was on a seam route. And to even catch the seam, he had to completely turn around so his chest was facing the ball. He couldn't catch it in stride. And then on that jump ball with Chase Blackburn, he couldn't get up more than 2 inches off the ground. Gronkowski was a huge issue in Super Bowl 46. But I think Aaron Hernandez stepped up pretty well, and Danny Woodhead played pretty well as well.
Yeah, and the MVP of the game, Steve Weatherford, the punter for the New York Giants.
Yep, I would agree.
Was the most valuable player.
Something that always sticks in my craw is the final drive for New England. They started off with a pass that was kind of tipped off the finger, so the spiral changed a little bit, but it would have been a completion to Deion Branch about 25 yards down the field that he dropped. Granted, it was tipped, and probably the path changed a little bit, but it did hit Branch's hands. That one sucked.
If you look at the frame on the, you take a picture of the TV frame, and you try to look at everybody. I don't think there was one Giant in the picture.
No.
There was Walker, and then there's Branch, and he's at the 50, and he's got a timeout.
So right? Yeah, Branch can pretty much. I wonder. Let's go scenario here.
Branch he gets inside the Giants 40 and gets out of bounds.
Okay. Let's say this. Let's say Branch catches it and tries to go for extra yards, gets to the 35. Tackled inbounds. Do you run up and try and clock, or do you call your timeout if you're now at the 35-yard line with 50 seconds left?
It would probably be you would clock it with 35.
35. Okay.
So I would clock it with 30.
You don't waste your timeout yet.
No. Not
okay.
Too early for that.
You clock it with 35 seconds.
You have 35. Say you have 35 seconds to get 35 yards.
And what do you call now with 1 timeout? Do you take your chunk play over the middle of the field and get 20 and call your timeout, and then take 4 shots to the end zone from around the 15-yard line?
You run something to the sideline, and if that doesn't work, you go over the middle. You work the sideline. How many plays can you fit in 35 seconds?
It depends on if all of them stop the clock.
If they stop the clock, then you could probably fit 5.
Yeah, I was about to say 5 or 6. If each play takes 5 or 6 seconds, then
including spiking the ball, to ground it to stop the ball.
Well, no, if you complete any passes inbounds, then you're looking at a lot fewer. But I think if the Patriots got the ball, let's say at the 35-yard line, 35 seconds left, 1 timeout, you obviously hope to try and go to the sidelines, right? But if you hit some kind of post, because if the defense is playing the sideline, there's got to be a seam or a post that's going to be open for about 20, okay? And I say you take that. You take it, you call your timeout. And now maybe 6 seconds, 7 seconds ran off the clock.
So there's 25 seconds left and you got to get 15 yards.
Yeah, you're looking at 25, 26, 27 seconds left. You're getting 15 yards. you can still run one more play inbounds. So if they give you another 10 yards, a check down to Woodhead for 10, now
You don't have a timeout at this point.
but you can clock it. So I'll take my 10 yards. It gets me a 1st and goal from the 5 with about 15 seconds left. Would you take it? 1st and goal from the 5, how do you call that sequence now? 15 seconds, no timeouts.
You throw a fade to Gronk in the back corner of the end zone where only he can get it. Either it goes out of bounds or he catches
with
it.
a broken ankle to Gronk. You don't. I'd sub out and I'd say.
Nope, I'm still going to him.
I'm not going to Gronkowski in that instance because he let me down on the Blackburn play. That a fade has a chance of being a jump ball, okay? And if he can't out jump Chase,
all I know is I throw it up to my biggest player. Either he gets it or no one gets it. It goes incomplete.
I'm using my best players right now, and that ball either goes to Woodhead or Hernandez, the two that scored the touchdown, would get a second touchdown in that instance. I don't know who it would be, but I would take your advice. I'd say, okay, Gronk, split out wide. He is going to occupy a couple of people on that side of the field. And what if you run a D slant with Gronk running the slant, Hernandez running the diagonal? You could hope that you might get Hernandez wide open. You load one side with tight ends.
Yep.
So.
And the game-winning touchdown would go to Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, the game-winning touchdown would be here. Could you imagine that, dude? If Hernandez had the game-winning touchdown. And okay, so you watched the Hernandez doc. People in New England already loved Hernandez, even though he didn't win the Super Bowl. People are saying, free Hernandez, me including. Now imagine he gets the game winner of the Super Bowl, dude. Imagine how people would be saying if he murdered someone. That would be wild.
Yeah, free Hernandez.
Free Hernandez. Super Bowl 46. Hell of a game. Welker dropped a pass that Chris Collinsworth said he catches 100 times out of 100, to which Al said that must have been the 101st. So, could Brady have made a better throw, or is that where the ball has to be in that instance?
Brady could have, but that was a catch. That should have been a catch.
Now,
that was a game. That would have been 4 minutes left on the 20. You kick a field goal, at least. You kill off another 2 minutes off the clock. How many timeouts did the Giants have?
I don't think clock was an issue for them on that.
No,
drive.
it was 4 minutes on the dot, I think, when he did that.
So
at that point, you could have – what's that? You could have, yes. Well, if you landed – say you caught it and landed on the 20, at that point it would have been the clock would have been running, so you get 40 seconds. Say they ran it twice, that would run it down to the 2-minute warning unless the Giants took timeouts.
Yeah, so you could either burn their timeouts or maybe take it close to or south of the 2-minute warning, kick a field goal.
And the Giants would have had to remember the whole thing leading up to the end was the Patriots are up by 2, so they're trying to let the Giants score when they got close because they knew that they're going to just sit on the ball and kick a field goal. So,
yeah.
Hindsight being 20/20, if he caught it, that would have probably been the game. Or at least made it very difficult.
So you're saying New England's defense, who ranked last in the league for yards allowed, would have been able to hold up on that last drive and not given up a touchdown in a 2-minute drill to Eli Manning.
I get that, but they'd actually been playing halfway decent that whole game.
Yeah.
How many points did they give up? They were going to give up 20.
They did break down that last drive. I don't understand that Mario Manningham play is almost more like it's not more unbelievable than the David Tyree catch, obviously, because you have Rodney Harrison going up against Tyree. You expect Harrison to make that play, but Mario Manningham down the sideline, dude, that was just an unbelievable. He took a pretty big hit too on that play, I think, right? Or Chung was about to come in on him hard.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but the game is over, and it ended on a nice Hail Mary intended for Hernandez. Gronkowski on. What if Gronk, for that last play, had a perfect ankle? Does he come down with that rebound?
I don't know. Probably not. He probably would have been winning before that.
Yeah, that's true. Remember, how about Super Bowl 42 when Brady scoffed at the fact that the Giants, if he was asked like, oh, the Giants said they could hold you to 17 points. What do you think? And he was like, 17.
You're right. They hold him to 14
Yep.
and killed my childhood. Yep.
All right. Last question for you. Skip and Shannon talk about it a lot on their show. Who wins in a one-on-one battle, Michael Jordan or LeBron James right now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Neither, and we'll never know. But Skip and Shannon insist on debating about it no matter what.
What do you think?
LeBron, dude. He's the LeGoat. He's LeBrick. He's LeClutch.
He's LeBrick? Yes, he's LeBrick.
Yeah, I still take LeBron.
Not Jordan?
No, dude. I'm not a Jordan guy. I'm a LeBron guy.
Okay. Are you a Peyton guy?
I watched Peyton's Places with Brady because they aired the full episode. That was actually really good. They were in Nance's backyard. They're hitting golf balls. It's pretty interesting. Also, I'm halfway through the Howard Stern interview with Brady.
Oh, really? Anything interesting?
Yeah, I actually have some notes so far. Thank you for asking. It really shows you care.
Yeah.
So apparently, you know how Kraft was saying, and this is a favorite clip of yours too, that he said, Brady came into my office, said, I just want to let you know I'm the best decision this organization will ever has ever made. Apparently,
Yeah.
He said, I didn't say that. He said, I walked into his office with a piece of pizza and said, you'll never regret picking me. A little bit different, quibbling over some words here and there. Also, Brady said, I'm done playing in New England for now. And the for now part really hit hard with me. So Brady coming back to New England is confirmed in 2 years.
But he realized the Bucs suck.
Yeah. He decided that he was going to leave New England pretty much when they redid his contract that was available for free agent.
I think it didn't help that he had no one to throw to.
Yep. And then he actually talked about that too. He's like, dude, I've had conversations with Belichick. I said, if you're going to put a guy out on the field that I don't trust will help us win the game, I'm just not going to throw to him. And I'm like, Chad Ochocinco.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah, literally. And then Brady said he cried at Kraft's house when he told him that he was going to be leaving.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I have halfway through also Brady smoked weed in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have.
Stony Tommy. There we go. Yeah. I think it's dinner time.
I think it is. 5:43 is way past Matt's dinner time, but
way past my bedtime.
Well, we thank you for all our listeners for
always
coming along with us.
Yeah. Until next time, kids.
Until next time.
All right.
And stop.